Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Come on, Redskins, let's go. Be ready now, be ready. Go, go. Gotta move. Don't turn your back. Don't hold the ball early, dribble. Get rid of it or dribble. Let's go, Red.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Good evening. Welcome to the Paris Sports Network. I'm Clay Best alongside Jeff Chambers. We are in Sullivan, Illinois tonight at Sullivan High School for a matchup between your Paris Tigers and the Redskins of Sullivan. Another non-conference game for your Tigers, but one that does have some postseason interest in mind, as these two teams are in the same subsectional. And actually the only team that the Tigers will play this year that they could draw in postseason play. So we'll keep that in mind as we move through tonight. Tigers coming off of a big win over Terre Haute South, 46-16, a game that was closed for the first half of the first quarter, and the Tigers pulled away, and they'll look to come out and play the way they did down the stretch against South.
Yeah, really impressive defensive effort. Both games last week by the Lady Tigers. They pretty much had their way with Mount Zion on Tuesday night, and then turned right around on Thursday, like you said, and held Terre Haute South just 1 point in that second half. You're used to seeing the Lady Tigers play tenacious defense, and it seems like it takes them the first 8 minutes of every game to get in that mindset. But once they do, man, they just clamp down. And if you don't have a 25-point lead as an opponent going into that second, third quarter, you're in big trouble.
Tigers coming into this contest with an 18-1 record. Sullivan at 6-12. Sullivan started off the season 4-0 and have gone 2-12 since. A couple of players to keep an eye on for Sullivan tonight. Senior Isabel Hay and a sophomore 5'10" Addison Minor. Hay has scored double digits a handful of times this year, actually averages 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals for the senior. And Minor, 9 points. Her average was 7 rebounds down in the post. A lot of times players are able to build up those numbers and they play against the defense that you mentioned from the Tigers, and great game planning by Coach Tingley to be ready for any type of offense or threat that the other team throws at them.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Lady Tigers, their opponents, for the most part, until you get later on in the season, you just really have to focus on one, maybe 1.5 players to just basically shut them down. And if you can do that, then the balanced scoring of the Lady Tigers takes over. We mentioned it last week that any number of the starting 5 could start, and even the first 2 off the bench could lead the Tigers in scoring any one night. And, when you have three girls in double digits every night and you're putting up 40-plus points, you're going to win a lot of high school girls basketball games. And credit to the Lady Tigers. They missed their 2 leading scorers from last year, and all they did was just respond with, winning 18 out of their first 19 games and picked up right where they've left off the last 3 years.
Mentioned Paris coming off of the 46-16 win over Terre Haute South. The Sullivan team coming off of a loss to St. Thomas More. Other common opponents that these two teams have faced: Sullivan lost to Newton by a final score of 36-25, and then lost to Olney. High scoring affair there, 74-55. Then Sullivan also played Altamont. They beat Altamont 61-58. Tigers will see Altamont in Paris here in a couple of weeks. And a reminder from last year's matchup between these two teams, Paris won that one 61-23 in Paris.
Yeah, good memories of this gym, at least for the Lady Tigers. It was a couple years ago they had a regional here, regional championship game, and of course won that one and moved on. So they're very familiar with this gym, and they've had a lot of success here in just the short time that these schools have been matching up.
Sullivan High School Pep Band plays on through the pregame show. We'll be sure to have them play the national anthem here on the Parasports Network. A couple minutes till that happens. In the meantime, we will send you through a break. We'll be back here for that anthem, the lineup, and the tip here at Sullivan High School on the Parasports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
There was your national anthem performed by the Sullivan High School Pep Band. Now we get set for the starting lineups. Tigers will be announced first, and it's the same starting five as we've become accustomed to over the last few weeks. Trinity Tingley, Caitlin Combs, Kendra Young, Deming Hawkins, and Gracie Watson, the starting five for the Tigers. Starting five for the Redskins, 3 seniors and 2 sophomores. Isabel Hay, Chloe Smith, Elena Moore are the 3 seniors. 3 of the 4 seniors on this Sullivan roster, and 2 sophomores, both listed at 5'10", Shay Ellis and Addison Miner. Sullivan coached by Sherry McCain in her 12th season. Career record at Sullivan of 193 and 119. Coach Tingley for the Tigers in his 9th year, 209 in the win column to 46 losses.
So the Redskins wearing white jerseys with red lettering, surrounded by black. Lady Tigers in there, black with orange letters. As they have a little powwow around the free throw line. No pun intended there.
Young waits to jump center for the Tigers.
In our very big gym, just about 10 bleachers high from floor to ceiling here. So apologize in advance for some action that I'm going to miss with the camera, but we'll do our best to keep it moving. we ever get underway.
There'll soon be the final breakdown by the Sullivan bench. Now the players out onto the court. It'll be Hay versus Young for the jump. Won by Sullivan. Chasing it down far side was Elena Moore. Moore dribbles backwards to the volleyball line. Picked up her dribble. Passes left side. Combs plays one-on-one defense against Smith, who turned it over, walked with it.
Extra step that time. Boy, until you see it, this Lady Tiger defensive pressure is just something you can't practice for sure.
Combs had it across half court. Now catches it back on the skip pass from Kendra Young. Bounce pass short corner to Tingley, who turned it over into the hands of a Redskin and Minor. Another turnover back to the Tigers.
30 seconds in, no shots on goal yet for either team.
Tingley across half court against the 1-3-1 zone of Sullivan. Tingley again. Hawkins works at the free throw line. Combs had it. Now a Young short corner. Bounce pass across the lane to Watson. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Moore slows things down for the Redskins. Dribbles with the left hand to the wing. Dribble handoff. Combs plays defense on Smith. Passes up top. Hay had it. Here's Moore again. Moore inside the three-point line. A bounce pass goes out of bounds. Another turnover.
Turnover number 3 for the Lady Redskins.
Watson deep on the left wing. Here's Tingley. Back to Watson. Into the corner. Combs wide open. She'll take the three and hit it. First points of the game for either team. 3-0, less than 2 minutes into this one. Out top, here's Ellis firing a long jumper, no good, rebounded by Watson. Watson gave it to Combs. Combs had a lane shut off by Smith. She gave it to Watson up top. Tingley now. Tingley to Hawkins in the lane. She'll drive in, layup good.
Well, good burst that time by Deming. Got the ball at the free throw line. 2 dribbles and 2 steps, and she was home.
5-0 Tigers. Sullivan near side on the wing now, dribbled up top, poked loose by Hawkins, but a foul called.
Foul's going to be called on Caitlin Combs, her first, team's first.
Moore will inbound for Sullivan. Looking. Fires up top. Caught there by Chloe Smith. Guarded by Tingley. Smith on the volleyball line to her left. Tingley step for step with her. Pass up top. Ellis is fouled.
Silly foul on Deming. Way too far away from the basket. Her offensive player's not going to hurt you out there. Her first, team second.
Inbound pass goes to Moore. Minor cuts to the free throw line, guarded by Young, catches the pass, picks up her dribble at the elbow, has to find a teammate and does, and Moore handed it off. Young and Watson had switched, now they switch back. Watson on Moore, far side. This is Ellis, pass down low, really a jump ball as Hawkins dove on the floor. Three-pointer from Moore, no good. Rebounded by Hay, one dribble, put it back up, no good. Rebound is again to Sullivan. Kick out Moore. Young had her hands on the rebound but couldn't rip it away from Smith. Smith fires a three, no good. Another offensive rebound. Hay, her putback will go.
Oh, the mighty. 5 attempts that time, or 5 chances that time for Sullivan.
Kick out Tingley. Now up top. Young had it. Into the corner, Watson. Kick out Young. Down low, wide open. Combs catches, finishes.
Great find that time by Kendra. Caitlin had slipped down that baseline.
7-2. Tigers lead by 5. Moore picked up her dribble. Gave it to Minor. Well beyond the three-point line. He's done some damage throughout the year. I doubt it's been from that distance. She works against Hawkins in the post now. Moore was right next to her. Dribbled there, then a bounce pass goes off a Tiger foot out of bounds. It'll stay with Sullivan. Moore looks to inbound. Lobs to Smith. Smith poked loose, stolen by Combs. Gave it to Hawkins, whose pass up ahead is taken away. Hay tracked it down and gave it to Moore. Moore again runs point for the Sullivan offense. Pass left side. Ellis into the corner for Hay. Hay with her back turned towards the basket, gave it to Moore and threw it off of Watson's knee.
Yes, correct, a knee.
We'll call a kick. Anatomy teachers, you heard that correctly. Kicked it with her knee. Inbound to Moore for Sullivan. Ellis to Hay, now pass down low. Here is Minor losing it after dribbling it once. Out of bounds, turnover Sullivan.
Number 5 for the Redskins. Here just 4.5 into this first quarter.
Tingley passes it into the corner for Combs, who finds Young cutting down low. Cross the lane to Watson, bounce pass to Hawkins. Another bounce pass, this time Watson. She'll get a shot up, no good. Got her own miss, but a travel call.
Yeah, tough rebounding position. Had her hands on it. Nowhere to land, though, that time for Gracie.
Yet to see a sub for either team. We're 5 minutes into this one. 7-2 Tigers. Combs plays defense on Moore. Great jump out by Watson. Shut off Moore. Able to get rid of it to Hay, who was fouled on a shot attempt.
Well, she got bailed out there. I don't believe that Deming got her, but in my opinion, counts for nothing. It's going to be her second, third on the Lady Tigers.
Looks like they actually called that on Trinity, yeah.
Break for the Tigers. That's Trinity's first.
First free throw from Hay goes through.
Hay with all the points for Sullivan thus far.
Clark checked in for Watson. Between free throws, second one was no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Paris into their offense. Pass down low off of Sullivan, out of bounds. It'll stay with Paris.
Good idea that time. Taylor Clark had Kendra down on the baseline.
Clark catches the inbound into the corner. Tingley out to Combs, back to Tingley. She'll step into a three and leave it just short. Rebounded by Combs. Clark had a hand on it. Combs gave it to Young in the corner, out top Tingley.
Nice.
Tingley a drive, dish off. Combs will finish.
Nice assist that time from Trinity. Good job by Caitlin and not quitting on that play and cutting to the basket.
9-3, bounce pass right into the hands of Taylor Clark. Up ahead to Combs, layup no good, rebounded by Sullivan. Moore, softball pass to the opposite block, through the hands of the intended target. Out of bounds, another turnover.
High fastball that time, 7th turnover of the night for Sullivan. Shooting themselves in the foot.
Tingley across half court. Passes left side to Clark. Tingley again with it, working against the zone. Up top, Clark. Into the corner, Combs. She's hit a three there once already. Make it 2.
Found her favorite spot, did Caitlin.
More dribbles beyond the volleyball line for Sullivan. Tigers settling into a zone, and a bounce pass is deflected by Hawkins, unable to corral it before it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Sullivan.
Vivian Moore checking in along with Peyton Smith, giving Hawkins and Tingley a breather.
Moore inbounds, goes to the corner, takes the pass, fires a shot up, no good, rebounded by Peyton Smith. Moore with it, near side for the Tigers. Crosses Moore over, up top to Smith. Into the corner, Young to Moore. Moore dribbling, gives to Clark. Left side Combs, minute and a half to play first quarter.
And 1-3-1 defense by Sullivan.
Clark to Combs, into the corner, Young. She'll fire a three, no good. Rebounded by Clark. Clark, one dribble, goes around her defender, shot up off the glass, it's good. (14-3). 65 seconds left first quarter. Pass is deflected into the backcourt. Goes Emily Miller to track that one down for Sullivan. She got rid of it to Ellis, who's guarded closely by Smith, and then a block by Kendra Young is actually called for a foul.
Maybe if you just don't windmill swipe at that, you might get that call, but that looked pretty clear from here, or pretty clean from here. That'd be Kendra's first, fourth on the Lady Tigers.
First free throw from Miners, no good. Second will go. Hawkins checked in for Young. Combs brings it up for Paris. Passes left side Hawkins. Then cuts right to the basket. Catches the pass, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Sullivan, then a foul called.
Well, having a hard time finishing around the rim are the Lady Tigers, and a frustration foul to compound that. And we'll go against Peyton Smith, her first, fifth on the Lady Tigers. If you keep and score at home on fouls, it's 5-0. So fans usually let you know that.
10-point advantage. It stays that as Moore airballs a 2-point jumper. Young a rebound up ahead to Combs. Just too far into the backboard to put one up, so she'll pull it out. Gave it to Tingley. Now Young, 10 seconds left. Young gives to Tingley. Hawkins to the free throw line, backdoor cut Watson. Nothing doing there. Here's Hawkins, tries to force a shot up. Had it blocked, it goes out of bounds, and the buzzer sounds. First quarter ends. We'll head to the second. Tigers lead Sullivan. In Sullivan, it's 14-4 on the Parasports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are ready to start the second quarter. It will be Paris ball Tigers have a 10-point lead, 14-4 over Sullivan.
Sullivan just saw the ball go through the basket 3 times in that first quarter. One made 2 and a pair of free throws, and that's all they've got to show for it. 0 for 3 from three-point range, along with 7 turnovers.
Few other matchups around the LIC tonight. Robinson is hosting Lawrenceville. Marshall at Red Hill. Olney at Casey. And Newton at Mount Carmel. Throughout the broadcast, we can run through an update of how the LIC standings look. Tigers still sit atop 4-0 as Trinity Tingley drills a 2 in this non-con matchup. Tiger defense extends, pressures Moore, who got rid of a cross court. Near side, Penberthy had it. Now up top is Miller. Dribbles to the right wing. Nearly lost it. Had to get on the deck to get it back, and then a jump ball called. Moore had her hands on it for Sullivan. Hawkins for Paris.
There's not a lot of traction thus far in the game for Sullivan. The Lady Tiger defense is, they're just continuing where they've left off since the first of the year, just shutting opponents down, just allowing 3 points in that first quarter.
Moore makes a long inbound pass near side. Penberthy had it, gave it to Miller. Her pass will end in a shot that goes through for Shea Ellis. Tingley quickly back the other way. Left side Watson, a 3, no good. Rebounded by Miller of Sullivan. But a double dribble call. Back the other way it goes.
Turnover number 8 on the night.
Tingley will inbound. Up top to Young. Young waits for Tingley to come up top. Here's the handoff. Now Trinity will set things up for the Tiger offense. Right side Watson. Young rolls. Had good positioning. Now catches the pass to the elbow. She'll take the 2-point jumper. No good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller down the left side of the lane. Got a shot up that rolls out. No good. Rebounded by Watson. Watson has Combs up ahead. Difficult angle on the pass to make. Says she'll drive in. Kick it out to Combs in the corner. Caitlin to drive. Had it blocked. Fighting for the ball on the deck. Whistle blows. Jump ball call.
A lot of contact on Kate on that shot attempt. Definitely should have been heading to the free throw line there.
Inbound pass from Tingley goes to Young. Nothing doing there. Tigers still have possession though. Young drives in and a jump ball called again.
Seems like we're taking that one extra dribble that's getting us into trouble, Clay, instead of just stopping and settling for a 10-foot jump shot, at least on that last trip.
Moore across half court for Sullivan. Tingley and Combs play defense out on the point for the Tigers. And here's a Combs steal. Combs crosses over to the right side of the hoop, but is fouled before the shot. That'll be Sullivan's first foul.
Yep, not the first foul of the quarter, first foul of the game for Sullivan. That's on Isabel Hay, her first.
Tingley, bounce pass, finds Young. Her shot, no good. Here comes Moore, crossed half court. Faces Combs and Hawkins, and she walked with it. There's the call. Back the other way we go.
Yeah, you're going to be a walk or a foul that time. Offensive foul. Caton was set. Moore tried to jump around, ran out of dribbles.
Still a 10-point game. 16-6 Tigers. Pass left side, Combs. Out on the wing. Watson was there to set a screen. Now she sets a back screen for Combs, who cuts up to the right wing, catches the pass from Tingley. Has Hawkins down low. Now Young at the elbow. Gets to the free throw line. Gives to Tingley. Tingley double team for a second. Found Young, who's open. Cross court to Combs. Caitlin right-handed dribble into the lane. Gets a shot up. No good, but a foul call.
Didn't want to, but they had to. Caitlin will head to the line, shoot first free throws of the night for the Lady Tigers. Emily Miller is going to pick that one up, her first.
First free throw from Combs is good.
Peyton Smith will check in. Taylor Clark will come in for Caitlin after she makes this free throw.
Second make for Combs. Makes it an 18-6 game. Clark officially checks in for the Tigers. Sullivan will set up against the full court pressure of the Tigers. Nearly turned it over. Long pass, low pass up ahead. Connects. Sullivan into their set, but taken away by Deming Hawkins.
Yeah, that was doomed from the jump on that one. Lady Tigers could have had 2 or 3 turnovers on that trip.
Under 5 to play before halftime. Watson drove it to the baseline, had to throw it off of a Redskin to keep it alive. Tigers will inbound from under their own basket. Lob pass to Smith, who gives to Hawkins. Watson cuts through. Tinley up top, Deming Hawkins down low. Bounce pass on the turnaround to Smith. Bounce pass to Clark. Her shot was blocked. Redskins slow things down just a bit to not turn it over. Moore had it, fired a pass cross court to Miller. Baseline drive is shut off. Back to Moore. Miller again. Up top, Hay. She'll fire the 3. Nearly banked it in. No good. Rebounded by Clark. That was Watson who swatted it out to Taylor. She gave it to Tingley, who will set up the offense. Left side, Clark. Smith rolls, backs down her defender. Here's a 3, no good from Clark. Out of bounds, Sullivan ball.
Either team coming out of that huddle after the quarter break with any kind of fire in their belly. Lady Tigers with just 4 points, but that's good enough to double up Sullivan. Just 6 points total here in the first half of the second quarter.
Moore gave it to Miller. Now here's Hay left wing. Moore dribbling with it, passed it directly out of bounds. Turnover Sullivan.
Number 12 so far.
Combs walks it to half court, then passes it to Young. Gets it back on the handoff. She'll jump and put a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Here comes Moore. Moore gets a shot off and scored it. 18-8.
She's nifty with that basketball for sure.
Young had a right wing up top to Watson. Gracie dribbles backwards beyond the volleyball line. Right side, Young. Young looked at Smith for a second. Gave it to Clark up top. Now Watson left side. Watson guarded by Hay. Passes to Smith. Combs right side, guarded by Moore. Combs tried to drive around her and was fouled on the way.
Lena Moore will pick that foul up. That'll be her first, third on Sullivan. Tingley will check back in along with Deming. Starting 5 back out on the court, minus Taylor Clark.
Tingley lobs to Young. Kendrill drive. 2 dribbles. Right hand won't get it to go. Rebounded by Sullivan. They try to get it across half court. They can't. Turn it over. Stolen by Combs. Bounce pass to Tingley. Layup will be good. Tingley caught that one low, down around the knees, and did a great job of getting it high enough off the glass. For a second, wasn't sure if it was going to fall through or not, but it did. 20-8 is the score, and a timeout called by Sullivan right after they cross half court. 30-second timeout. We can keep it right here. 2:28 remaining before halftime. Tigers lead 20-8, and again, we're in A game where might be taking a little time for the Tigers to get going, but more and more we see out of the full court pressure, giving Sullivan issues and turning into points for Paris.
Yeah, Sullivan averaging 22 turnovers a game, I believe is what I saw earlier. Well ahead of that pace. They've already got 13 here in this one with 2.5 to go in the first half. So, yeah, credit the Lady Tiger defense to forcing all those turnovers. But by the other token is on the other end, we can't finish around the rim for whatever reason. I'm sure Coach Tingley will touch on this in the postgame, but, I mean, we've left 10 points minimum just at point-blank range, just unable to finish. So these Sullivan Lady Redskins, they play defense tough, and they're longer than we think.
Out of the timeout, inbound pass goes to Elena Moore. Guarded by Combs. Combs got around the screen. Moore still dribbling with it. Fires a cross-court pass that finds Hay. Airballed another one. Rebound is chased down by Miller. She was out of bounds. It'll be Paris ball.
0 for 5 from beyond the arc for Sullivan. Most of those wide open looks as well.
Combs across half court. Give it right side Clark. Tingley cut through wide open. Clark doesn't feed her. Instead, she dribbles in the left side of the lane. Kick out 3 on the way from Combs. It's good.
Caitlin Field, that's 9, her third three-pointer of the game.
23-8, 1:50 to play before halftime. Minor, bounce pass near side, shot up no good by Ellis. Combs a rebound. Combs and Young out ahead on the break. Layup, Combs, it's good. Tigers now fall back into a half-court defense. Moore didn't get there before she picked it up and passed it away. This is Hay far side. Hay, bounce pass into the lane. Young's right there, and a jump ball called.
Turnover for Sullivan. That'll be number 14. Taylor Clark will hit the bench. Vivian Moore will check in for her.
Tingley across half court. Combs right wing. Hawkins, Young, and Moore all cut in that direction. Wide open on the opposite side of the court is Trinity Tingley. Combs found her. Tingley hit the 3.
Boy, as good as I've seen the Lady Tigers shoot the 3 all season long, Clay, so far in the first half.
Moore picks up her dribble. Was trapped by Young and Moore. Got rid of it down below. And then a pass from Miller finds Minor, who scores it in the lane. Tingley directs traffic. 36 seconds from halftime. Trinity dribbled with her left hand, gave it to Vivian Moore. Moore dribbles to her right. Miller tried to draw the offensive foul. Unable to. Clock rolls on. Moore continues to dribble.
Yeah, this matchup we want here. Moore against Miller. Vivian's just too much to handle for her.
Vivian gave it away to Deming. He passed up top to Combs. 10 seconds left. Pass to Young. Combs cuts back to the basket. Hawkins had it. Gave it to Tingley. 4 seconds left behind the back dribble. Step back. Thought about taking the 3. Throws one up towards the basket. Moore can't get it. Rolls off to the baseline, and the buzzer sounded before Deming could get a shot away. That's how the first half will end. And at the break, Tigers lead Sullivan 28-10. We'll be back with a halftime show here on the Parasports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
We are at halftime here at Sullivan High School. Tigers lead Sullivan 28-10. few minutes left here at halftime before the second half starts, but feeling very typical of your Tigers of how they're playing and maybe even a better shooting performance than what we're used to, especially on the road. Good to see the Tigers connect from deep as much as they have tonight.
Yeah, really lighting it up from distance, and I can't remember a game where they've hit more. Definitely in the first half, but even for a full game, you're accustomed to seeing the Lady Tigers jack that three ball up and knock down 10, 12 a night. That's nothing unusual for them in the past, but this year a little different breed. But they're shooting it well from distance. They're comfy in this gym, as evidenced by their record in the past. I'll go ahead and run down the stats real quick for Sullivan. Doesn't take much time at all. They only got up 8 shot attempts from inside the arc and 5 from beyond the arc. So 13 shot attempts, 14 turnovers in that first half. Not a good recipe for success for Coach McCain. They knocked down 4 of those 8 from inside the arc, though, for 50%. 2 out of 4 from the free throw line for 50, and 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. Leading the way, two-way tie, Isabel Hay and Addison Miner with 3 apiece. Chloe Smith with 2 and Elena Moore with 2, and that is all the scoring for Sullivan.
For the Tigers, leading the way for Paris's offense, Caitlin Combs with 17 points. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Trinity Tingley has 7, and Taylor Clark and Deming Hawkins each have 2 points for Paris. Tigers shooting 40% from the field, 50% from behind the three-point line, 4 for 8 as a team. Caitlin's 3 threes and Trinity's 1 there in that first half. Combs leads the way on defense with 3 steals. Clark and Hawkins each have 1. And Caitlin Combs, Taylor Clark have 2 assists each, as well as 2 rebounds apiece. And Gracie Watson has 3 rebounds in that first half.
Particularly, I miss hearing our band at halftime at basketball games. I know there's been a lot of logistical stuff going on, but I tell you, this little 15-piece band over here in Sullivan, they're rocking my world at least. I don't know about yours, but they're putting on a show here at halftime. It's fun to have them come out and support the girls just as much as they do the boys, and they are playing well.
Yeah, I guess as much pressure as you probably feel being only 1 out of 15, because if you mess up, everybody's going to know that you mess up. So I'm sure that plays a part in making sure you're well tuned and well seasoned coming into these types of performances.
That's right. Well, some upcoming broadcasts for the Parasports Network. We'll be right back here tomorrow night as the boys come over and face Sullivan. Then on Thursday night, the Lady Tigers will hit the road once again as they travel down to Effingham to face the Hearts. A battle of former Apollo Conference foes, and then the boys will hit the road across the state line as they head to North Central in Farmersburg, Indiana on Friday night. And the junior varsity tips at 5:30 on that, just due to them obviously being an hour ahead of us time zone-wise. So 5:30 then. All the other starts are at 6 o'clock, but make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. Busy time for indoor sports.
We are underway here in the second half. Sullivan starts with the ball and a turnover right away for the Redskins.
Make it 15 on the night for Sullivan.
Tingley walked it to half court, pass right side Combs. Combs guarded by Hay, picks up her dribble, bounce passes to Hawkins, then cuts through, gets the handoff, shot up no good. Rebound is pulled down by Sullivan. Moore brings it up for the Redskins. Dribbling over on the far side, now back up top, beyond the volleyball line. Moore guarded by Combs. Combs plays off a couple of feet. Now the count is on. Moore to her left, uses a screen, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Tingley. Tingley up ahead to Hawkins. Didn't catch it cleanly, chased it down, gave it to Watson. Up top, Tingley. Hawkins cuts through the lane, wide open. Tingley just a second too late. Turn it over, here comes Sullivan. Moore directing traffic for the Redskin offense. Pass left side. Chloe Smith with it. Guarded by Watson. Up top, Minor. Guarded by Young. Minor to the free throw line. Was going to throw a shot up. Had it blocked. Back the other way come the Tigers. Here's Watson, who got the hand on the shot. She's fouled.
Good strong. Take that time by Gracie. Happy to see that. She goes strong to the hoop. She's either going to make it or you're going to foul her. That foul's going to be on Isabel Hay. That's going to be her first.
Free throw
Excuse me,
from
her
Watson
second.
is good.
Sorry about that. Her second.
Second free throw gives the Tigers an even 30. 20-point lead. Full court pressure from the Tigers. Smith has it far side. Her pass finds a teammate, and Ellis nearly had it ripped away. Somehow got it out of there, gave it back to Smith. Far side, here's Hay. Into the corner. A drive, shot up, no good. Smith got her own miss, put it back up, and was fouled.
Just out of position that time was Gracie. That's going to pick up her first foul, first on the Lady Tigers.
Smith misses the first free throw. She'll have a second. That one also no good. Rebounded by Hawkins. Here come the Tigers. Oh, Combs, layup in the lane is good.
Going for the ball fake that time was Isabel Hay. I don't think Caitlin believed that anybody would bite that big on that, but she had a wide open lane to the hoop.
More dribbling, pass up ahead to Smith. Smith, a long bounce pass, finds a cutting Minor who blew the layup. Rebounded by the Tigers. Watson to Hawkins, finishes on the reverse. More across half court, guarded by Tingley. Tingley and Combs, now double team Moore, picks up a dribble. Passes near side. Ellis to the elbow, and a pass down low is no good on the shot attempt, rebounded by Tingley. Tingley able to keep her pivot foot on the ground there. Passed ahead to Hawkins, now has it back. Dribbling ball on the volleyball line, right side Young. Watson cuts through. Hawkins over to set a screen. Young looking, lob down low, intercepted and taken away by Minor.
Yes, on the fingertips that time. That was going to be an easy layup for Deming.
Moore around Young, kick up top. Minor, a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Back to Minor. Another shot up, no good. This time rebounded by Watson.
0 for 7 so far this half for Sullivan, and 6 of those 7 have been from point-blank range.
Minor, a handful of those shot opportunities. See her a bit more aggressive on the offensive end this half. Combs has it left wing. Screen set by Hawkins. Combs uses it down the right side of the lane. Missed the layup. Pass up ahead from Sullivan. Finds Moore. Watson picks her up. Pass up top. Sullivan through their offense. Hey, a drive, layup, hard off the glass, goes through.
Finally, they get one to fall.
And
He's got to shoot it harder.
quickly back the other way. Tingley up ahead of Combs. Got Hay in the air. Let her fly by, then finish for 2.
21 points on the night for Caitlin.
Moore has it. Still in the backcourt. Fires ahead. Caught on the right wing by Smith. Lost it out of bounds, but it'll stay with Sullivan.
Fresh bodies everywhere. Peyton Smith, Vivian Moore, Taylor Clark check in for the Lady Tigers. Staying on the floor is Combs and Tingley.
Moore inbounds. Addison Stollard into the game for Sullivan had it. Got rid of it now. Up top to Shea Ellis. She'll fire along two. No good. Moore skies for the rebound. Vivian Moore lobs down low. Combs, one dribble, gets in better position, and finishes off the glass. Moore crossover on Clark. Got around her, but now dribbles back to the wing. A long bounce pass. Finds the target in Stollard. She passed to the corner, now has it back. Jump stop as Smith shut her off. Stolen away by Caitlin Combs. Combs to Moore. Layup good.
Go till they stop you is what Caitlin did that time. They stopped her about 3 steps away from the basket and found a wide open Vivian Moore, and this has got completely out of hand here.
40-12 the score, 2:45 left here in the third quarter. We'll take a break with them. Be back here on the Paris Sports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Sullivan has the ball out of the timeout. Length of the court to go. Moore brings it into the front court. Over in the left wing, uses a screen from Miller. Now near side is Stollard. Stollard, another sophomore for this Sullivan team. Her three-point jumper no good, rebounded by Smith. Bounce pass up ahead to Moore. Moore drives in, uses an arm to create some space, and a foul called on Sullivan.
Yeah, the guy calling the foul was actually blocked by the forearm shiver, so he was unable to see that. Addison Stollard will pick that up. That'll be her first.
Tingley lobs to Smith. One dribble, left hand, off glass. Good for Peyton Smith.
Ooh, play usually for Kendra. We'll work with either one of your tall ladies in there, right?
30-point game and a block by Peyton Smith on the other end. Moore to inbound under the Redskin basket, and a foul called on the Tigers.
Holding call that time on Peyton, I believe. Yep, Peyton's going to pick up her second. Second for the Lady Tigers.
Moore again looking to inbound. Bounce pass is stolen away by Caitlin Combs. Combs gets a shot off, no good, through contact, nothing called. And Moore dribbled out of bounds, but a foul called on Paris.
Taylor Clark will pick that one up. That'll be her first. Third for the Lady Tigers. Lena Moore's a lot quicker with that basketball than you give her credit for, than at least that I think.
Sullivan with it. Moore plays defense out beyond the volleyball line on May Dawkins. 5-foot freshman for Sullivan. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Smith. Peyton might have gotten away with the walk. Is able to get rid of it to Gracie Watson. Across half court. Right side, Kendra Young. Near side, Gracie Watson, a three on the way. Just short. Rebounded by Sullivan, but Moore got her hands on it. Jump ball.
Good job of sticking around. 4 chances at an offensive board by Vivian. Forcing the tie up.
Young inbounds to Smith. Peyton will pull up and miss the jumper. Rebounded by Sullivan. Drive in, no good. Rebounded by Young on the other end. Kendra up ahead to Taylor Clark. Picks up her dribble and rips through a steal attempt by Sullivan. Finishes off glass. (44-12), approaching a minute to play a third quarter. Moore waited on defense at half court for Dawkins. Dawkins still has it. No dribble. Passes into the corner. A three is no good. Off of Sullivan on the rebound. Out of bounds. Paris ball.
Sullivan ice cold from everywhere. 1 out of 11 from the floor. 0 out of 2 from beyond the arc here in the second half.
Clark across half court for Paris. Right side, Moore. Smith there to set a screen. Moore right down the lane. Nobody stops her till just the very end. Shot up, no good by Vivian. Rebounded by Sullivan. Moore plays defense on the other end. 27 seconds left, third quarter. Sullivan with it. Dawkins to her left. Passes to a cutting Minor who lost it out of bounds. Turnover Sullivan.
Number 18 on the night for Sullivan.
Young brings it up this time for the Tigers. Passes right side Clark, back to Young left wing. Kendra looking into the lane, down low, intended for Smith.
Yeah, Peyton was in there for a fortnight.
Turnover on the Tigers.
She was waiting for the rebound off the three attempt from Kendra, but they hedged that screen that worked so well for the Tigers in the past, and Peyton caught no ladies land there.
Down to 5 seconds left. Minor across half court, 3 seconds left. Long pass intercepted by Clark, has to get a shot away. She will not before the buzzer sounds. And we'll head to the final 8 minutes. Your score, Paris 44, Sullivan 12, here on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Eight minutes left here in Sullivan. Starters back out onto the court for the Tigers, and we will have a running clock to finish out this one tonight. Dribbling out on the perimeter is Dawkins. She was guarded by Combs. She got rid of it. Now a long two is no good from Penberthy of Sullivan, but an offensive rebound. Penberthy had it again, and a jump ball called. It'll go Paris's way.
Running clock, remainder of this one. Lady Tigers with a 32-point lead here. Just looking to keep everybody safe for Thursday night, not get anybody hurt here.
Tinley across half court, pass right side, Young. Combs cuts through, catches the bounce pass from Young. Kick out Hawkins. Far side as Watson cuts into the lane. Young has it up top now. Looking right, now has Combs, top of the key. Combs picks up her dribble to Watson. Hawkins down low, works block to block. Watson to the right block, puts a shot up off the glass, it's good. Dawkins across half court, dribbles to the right wing, picked up her dribble, guarded by Combs. Hands off to Stoller. Start up top, picked up her dribble, trying to find a teammate. Watson gets her hands on the basketball. Another jump ball. This will stay with Sullivan.
Second consecutive tie-up. Elaine Moore will check in along with Isabel Hay. Looks like starters coming back out for Sullivan.
Sullivan will inbound in front of their bench. Erin Thrasher out there for Sullivan, a freshman. This is Hay near side, working against the defense of Watson. Her pass finds Minor at the free throw line. Pass left side. Now at top, Hay. She'll try to drive again on Watson and was fouled in her attempt.
Either Deming or Gracie, take your pick. I believe it's going to be on Gracie. It'll be her second. Team's fourth.
Free throw from Hay is good. Second is also good. 46-14. 3 minutes gone by in this running clock fourth quarter. Tingley across half court gives to Combs. Young on the right wing. Tingley cuts through, down in the lane, on the ground on the free throw line. Down low is the pass to Hawkins. Her shot up no good. Trinity back on her feet. Whistle blows. And we'll check on Trinity as she walks to the other end of the court.
Fell down awkwardly. Looked like she's holding the side of her head, so not sure if she caught an elbow, a knee, or something. Can't afford to get anybody hurt here. Our bench is not very deep. You know, as we get deeper into the season here. There's a illegal screen finally called. It's been going on for a while, but Thrasher's going to pick that one up. That'll be her first.
Tiger ball, Young inbounds to Tingley. Crossed half court, pass left side, here's Young. Watson slips the screen, Young gets into the lane, shot up no good. Hawkins hit it from out of bounds, into the hands of Watson. Up top, Tingley. 5 reserves, wait to check in for the Tigers. Tingley into the lane, jump pass, finds Watson, who's fouled on her shot attempt.
Gracie will stay on the court to shoot her 2, and then her work will be done for the evening. Second foul on Emily Miller.
First free throw rolls through, 47-14. 4 new Tigers out onto the court. Taylor Clark will wait for Gracie Watson. Second free throw good as well. Three minutes to play in this one. Kylie Edwards waits to play defense on Moore. Moore's pass in the corner. Hay, guarded by Bella Moraski. Now Moraski and Clark switch. Pass up top. Smith had it. Drove in, shot up no good. Out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with Sullivan.
Still just one shot made from the field in this half for Sullivan.
Moore for Sullivan, looking to inbound. Had Hay try to get it to her. Tough pass to make. Hay couldn't hold on to it. Jump ball. It'll be Paris' possession.
21st turnover of the night for Sullivan. Crowd's starting to thin.
Edwards walks it up for the Tigers. Pass right side, Moraski. Moore cuts through. Smith over to set a screen. Here's Moraski to the free throw line. Picked up her dribble. Gives to Vivian Moore. Left side, Edwards. Clark cuts through the lane. Edwards to the free throw line. Kick out Moore. 3 on the way from Vivian. No good. Rebounded by Taylor Clark. Clark a couple of dribbles, and then she's tied up. Minute and a half left. Couple of subs made by Sullivan. Moreski picks up Moore, who missed the layup. Rebounded by Smith. Edwards gives to Moreski. Thought about the long jumper. Dribbled a couple times and now gives it to Clark. Minute left to play in Sullivan. Clark at the volleyball line to her left. Gives to Edwards. Smith sets the screen, then rolls. Was open for a second. Edwards didn't give her a look. Pass right side, Moreski. Moreski drives in. Double teamed by the Redskins. Out to Edwards. To Smith. Clark cuts through. Here's Smith, a drive. Picks up her dribble. Spins around. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. More for the Redskins. 28 seconds left. Gets a shot up that goes in. Plus the foul called, I believe, on Kylie Edwards.
Kylie's first. Moore will head to the line.
Free throw is good. It makes it 48-17. Buzzer sounds to end this one in Sullivan. Tigers move to 19-1 after the 31-point victory. And that will do it for us here in Sullivan. We will take a break and be back with the postgame show, run through stats for you from this contest, and be joined by Coach Dave Tingley on the interview. 48-17, your Tigers lead. We'll be back here on the Parasports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Welcome to the postgame show on the Parasports Network. Tigers win 48-17, the final here in the varsity contest. That followed the JV win, where the Tigers held on to finish out that contest. So both teams win here tonight, and the Tigers move to 19-1 on the season.
Quick stats here for Sullivan Redskins before Coach Tingley joined. Just 6 out of 22 from the field for 27%, 0 of 8 from beyond the arc, 0%, 5 out of 9 from charity stripe. They were guilty of 21 turnovers. Leading the way, Isabel Hay with 7, 4 for Elena Moore, 3 for Addison Minor, 2 for Chloe Smith.
Joined now by Coach Tingley. We'll let him get his headset on. Appreciate you joining us, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
The first thing I'll ask is, this is the only team you're going to see
from our subsectional.
From your subsectional.
Yeah.
So are you able to take anything away from this? Can you use this as a measuring stick? Because they do play a handful of
Stuart
teams
and
that you
Carroll
might
Funeral
I think
say.
Home
you
is
can.
dedicated to
I
providing
was more so
compassionate and
looking at it,
individual
trying to
attention
get this
to every
win
family
tonight
they
and
serve.
be impressive about
Sincerely
it,
caring
in
for
terms
your
of so
family's
other
needs.
teams
Stuart
from
and
the
Carroll
subsectional
Funeral
can
Home
look at
proudly
that.
supports
Obviously, our
Ferris
record
Tiger
says a lot,
Athletics.
and I think people have followed us and we'll have a good idea when they read the who they played and who they beat. And there's other teams that will translate there, but I think it is a good. I told the girls that before the game started when we talked about it on our pregame, was that this is a subsectional team and we want to play well and we want to be impressive, and kind of so that some other teams in our subsectional can have that as a measuring stick when they go to vote and say, okay, well, I'm comparing teams and whatnot. As far as me using it as a comparison, I don't know if it mattered because I scout all the time, so I see teams all the time, and Dan does the same. Dan scouts a lot too, so we are in constant scout mode at this time of year in January. It's all about film and watching and getting an idea of what you're going to be seeing come a little bit later in the year and then into the postseason.
And next question is, I don't think it was as bad in the post or bunnies being missed as it has been in the past, and it might seem kind of elementary, but well, how do you feel about those? Because you can be happy with shots on goal. They're eventually going to fall in or you're going to get off in the rebounds,
or a foul, or
a foul or something. So what do you take away from that? What's your kind of philosophy on those?
I want to forget about it. How about that? We talked about it. We had 28 at halftime. So we had 14 each quarter, I think, and we could have had 38. I mean, because there were more than just 5 shots that we missed that were right around the basket. I told the girls before the game, this is a scrappy team. That's the one thing that they can be if they're unable, when they're not able to play with a team that is clearly more skilled and has more players than them. They can be scrappy and they can be physical and they can hustle and get on the floor, and I think some of those shots that we missed, a few of them were because they were there quickly before we could really kind of get into our quick shot, and it was a couple girls that maybe have a slower catch and release that did it, and the ones that were layups that were missed, sometimes just a layup miss. The ones that we were right there and we could have just grabbed it and shot it, those are ones that. You can't go and say we're going to work on this to make them the next time. It's not something you go back to practice. It's not like we missed 10 free throws tonight. Let's shoot some free throws. Let's kind of get back in that rhythm. When there are bunnies like that, you can't go back and say we're going to learn how to shoot bunnies again because you just said it's elementary. Yeah. So I just like to forget about it, and I want them to forget about it and know that those are shots that they can make if they're ready to catch, have their feet set, ready to shoot quickly.
And I know that Caitlin is one that missed a few of those tonight. However, on the other side of that, I mean, her stamp, she had a huge stamp on this game, defense, offense. We've talked about her as a basketball player, but what about her just in generally as an athlete? Maybe it's not out of the question to say she's one of the best athletes to ever come through this high school for what she can do, right?
I tell all the coaches, I think, so before the season started, I kind of, when we did, literally before the season started, the night before, we get together and we usually have a team dinner. And I did something special for the girls this year. I gave them all a shirt that represented what I think they mean to our team. And Caitlin's was the secret weapon. Because when she hit the 3 in the corner, the very start of the game with, I think I saw their coach go look at her assistant coach and was like looking at her roster like, well, who's that girl? Huh. I know who she is. Our girls know who she is. I'm glad that she's kind of been able to fly under the radar, I guess is the best way to put it. But in terms of being the best athlete on the court, or one of the best athletes in the school, I tell everybody if we had a bowling team, that Caitlin Combs would be our best bowler. I say like if we were playing badminton, if we were playing pickleball, croquet, she would be the best one to pick it up and be able to play just some random sport because she's very. I'm gonna use the word nifty. She has a lot of little things that she sees and she can translate them right into skill on whatever sport there's little minute details that she picks up. I see it all the time. I know that she sees something I see, and when it happens, I'm just like, yep, I knew what she was going to do. So it's great to have a girl like her on the team because our team this year is made up of there's no superstars. Now, she was a superstar tonight, there's no superstars on our team. There's no girl that they can go, well, that's the girl that we have to shut down on their team, because if you look at our scoring balances, it's just all over the place. She had 23 tonight. There's a game where Kendra had 18 points earlier in the year and then had a 2-point game the next night. There's games early in the year Trinity had, double-digit points. Gracie Watson has had double-digit games. But then tonight, I think when I looked at it, there was like 4, 7, just a handful of points for other girls, and then Caitlin had a 23. If you looked at that tonight and saw that, the very next game, our next game, it might be completely opposite. Somebody else might be, or it might be spread even. It might be a 10, a 9, an 8, an 11, a 7, which is great because it makes it very difficult for us to be scouted and say this is the one that we can key on, because we have a lot of girls that can share the ball, score the ball, and move the ball around. So it makes my job a lot easier. Then I got to figure out, well, what's the other team doing, and then how do we attack that with what we have and the combination. So, it's exciting to have girls that can do that, and Caitlin certainly did that tonight.
Yeah, fun to watch, Coach.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We can run through Paris' stats before we get out of here in Sullivan. As always, appreciate Coach Tinley joining us here on the postgame show. Answer a few questions for us every night. Always appreciate that. Stats for the Tigers, who shot a 42% from the field tonight, 40% from the free throw line. Leading the way was Caitlin Combs with 23 points. Scoring 7 points was Trinity Tingley. Gracie Watson with 6. Taylor Clark and Deming Hawkins had 4. And Vivian Moore and Peyton Smith finished with 2 points. Combs went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Watson 4 of 4. Combs was 3 of 3 behind the 3-point line. Trinity Tingley was 1 of 2. Rebounds, Tigers were led by Gracie Watson with 5. Peyton Smith had 4. For assist, Ty with 3 to lead the team. Trinity Tingley and Caitlin Combs each had 3. Combs had 5 steals on the night. Peyton Smith and Gracie Watson each had 1 block for the Tiger defense. Once again, your final, 48-17. Parasports Network back in action tomorrow night right here, as Jeff mentioned earlier in the broadcast, against Sullivan. Boys basketball tomorrow night. The girls will be back in action Thursday night in Effingham.
Yep, same time, same channel tomorrow night. Boys come to town hoping to duplicate, come back and head back east with a victory under their belts. But just an all-around good showing from the Lady Tigers. Once again, the defense showed out, just giving up 7 points in that second half. And just stealing the game or sealing it away in the second and third quarters as they've done all season.
And with that, we will wrap it up here on the Parasports Network. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast this to you on our YouTube channel, the Parasports Network. For Jeff Chambers, I'm Clay Best signing off tonight. Have a good evening.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Alina FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.